All right, ladies and gentlemen, huge changes coming up. So if you guys didn't know, basically we won. That's all it means. Call of Duty came out with a statement, pushed back season 2. Season 2 supposed to be coming February 15th, and we're getting a lot of changes. So if you guys love playing Warzone, you guys have been gone for a while, right now probably would be the best time to actually start looking into coming back to Warzone. Let's go over the changes that are coming in season 2. So they have crash stability. They're going to be working on that here. It says we remain dedicated to improving the overall stability and performance of our games, including reducing crashes across all platforms. That's pretty huge. Everybody complained a lot, and I get it. I get it. It's happened to me. I'm not sitting here saying that's not a valid complaint. I'm just sitting here saying it happens. It's COD. COD is COD at the end of the day, guys. Global audio. Data suggests that some PC players may be experiencing audio issues due to discrepancies in the number of channels they are outputting. We've added an option to force PC to stereo outputs. Please be sure to check your Windows in-game audio settings and are set correctly to the accordance with your listening environment. That's huge. We're getting audio fixes, I think, in general. Investigation into player reports regarding audio letting us to identify previously unknown issues impacting occlusion across games. Audio occlusion is a filter that is applied based on the type of material that an object or structure is composed of, primarily based on the thickness and how it blocks the frequency of sound. Only large structural objects should apply this filter. But we found some small items like staplers, piles of rags on the ground that were causing the filters to turn on when it shouldn't have. For example, wastebaskets that were tagged with incorrect materials may have occluded the sound like it was behind a wall, making the sound more difficult for players to hear. The issue will be addressed in Season 2 update. We continue to work on fixes on new audio and better features. Dang, dude. So that means, guys, your environment is nerfing you. That's what that means. It looks like they're improving the organization of camos, bundle screens, the quick equip battle pass functions, reticle previews in the store. That'd be great. Improves clarity and attachment blocking logic in Gunsmith. That's kind of good. Many more bug fixes. Instant speed of recent players in the menu. This was an issue. Basically, all this means is that, like, once you're done playing a game, right, it would take forever for your recent player list to actually refresh to show you who you were playing with. So if you're like, man, I met a really dope squad or a really dope trio, duo, you know, you wouldn't be able to actually see them. Not that you wouldn't, you'd have to wait for a long time. And most people already start a game, so that was an issue. Status of friends refresh, awesome. Experiences with Challenger Pass, I'm assuming challenges. Battle Pass, weapon progression integration. We have weapon balances coming. I don't know about that. It's just notorious, man. Like, weapon balances probably are going to happen, but the metas are probably going to still stay the same. So we're going to have to wait for like a mid-season update, or if there's like a pre-mid-season update to fix some of the bug fixes. So I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up that the metas are going to change. Don't get your hopes up that they're going to really fix things. Just let them say they're going to do it. And if they do it, cool. If they don't, keep passing it up the food chain. You know what I'm saying? Big win right here. 1v1 gulags are returning. Finally. I honestly at first didn't care about having a 2v2 gulag. But then when you start realizing when you get two cracked out players in the gulag and you have an AFK or a bot person, it's almost hard because the other team seems like they're working in sync. And sometimes they are. They're verbally working in sync. You can hear them because of the proximity chat, but it makes it a ton difficult. They're adding additional changes to the gulag. In addition to the changes to the gulag outlined above, we are balancing the battle royale economy with a slight reduction to the cash rewards for completing contracts. Additionally, we are increasing the low cash values piles from the ground loot to $800 and from the registers to $500, which is $100 minimum. That's pretty big. We've been asking for more cash. In addition to this, cash will be acquired via ground loot containers, white stronghold boxes throughout Al Mazrah, but can no longer be found in basic or legendary boxes. That'll be interesting. So what this means, basically, stop looting boxes. Well, you want to loot boxes for weapons and stuff. If you get a legendary box, which is an orange box, you're not going to find cash in there anymore. So you're going to have to rely on these specific places, which is ground loot, containers, and the white stronghold boxes. Only places you're going to find cash at. Keep that in mind. Loot and inventory. We announced last week that we are shifting away from the loot window menus to floating loot that will drop all out on containers in the world, similar to the loot from supply boxes. This change is intended to improve the pace pace of the game by minimizing the time spent navigating to UI, getting players back into the action faster. That's actually pretty good. This loot system that they have was just horrendous. It would have worked. Mouse and keyboard works probably amazing, a little bit more better, but still they had kinks. Even the mouse and keyboard players had their issues with the loot system, but it is pretty bad because you're opening it up and you're having to siphon through it. As a controller player, it is a pretty big owl. I'm not gonna lie. Just having stuff pop out on the ground is great. The issue is that people can steal it from you. So if there's a really nice gun there, you go to try to pick it up and you got a duo with you, you're probably gonna get it stolen. So just giving you a heads up, as well with self-revives, UAVs, the whole nine. Loadouts have always been a core of Warzone's Battle Royale, something we pay close attention to. The changes players have seen with the launch of Warzone 2.0 and since have ultimately been in pursuit of the most fulfilling experience of an individual and team, all while keeping things challenging. As such, we are making further changes to how players acquire parts of the entirety of their loadout. Season 2 will be introducing customizable perk packages. Finally! Bro, we can finally customize our perks. Thank you, dude. This feature will launch with a slight reduction pool of available perks we may slowly introduce over time. Okay, so they might add more over time. Fair. We want to navigate this particular feature as careful as possible, ensuring that the availability of perks are provided ample utility and refrain from viable balance options. Primary weapons will continue to be available at buy stations, but now at a more affordable price point so that players can pursue victory with their most desired weapons. We also remain happy with the introduction of loadout drop markers though we have taken a careful look at the price point. The price of the loadout markers have been slightly reduced so that respective squad sizes can acquire their full loadouts at a faster pace. In addition, our extremely rare occasions, players might find one while looting throughout Al Mazrah. A second loadout public drop event has been added, which means drops will not happen on the first and fifth circles each match. That's huge. Now we get 2 loadout drops. That was pretty big. You guys can remember that from Warzone. Getting a loadout drop early game, end game can be a game changer, and it adds more viability at the end of the day. Being able to pull off a win is a lot more viable nowadays, having those features on there. I'm glad that they adjusted the loadout markers. Pretty huge. This is a big W. 3-plate armor vest. We just start off with 3 plates instead of 2. Thank God. I don't know why the heck you strayed away from that, Activision, but thank you. All I gotta say is thank you. Movement. Ooh, let's do this. Movement. We have made some important tweaks to the movement that should yield better outcomes for players in combat. Starting with Season 2, players will be able to burst through doors while plating. Dude, it's like we used to do that in Verdansk days, the way they would if they were sprinting. This change includes a slight increase to movement speed while plating to enable players to get to cover faster in moments need. Bro, it took them a whole freaking season. But then again, you had this in Warzone. I'm excited that we're getting it back, but like, yo, if you guys are barely picking up Warzone for the first time, this here was already implemented a long time ago. I don't know why we did that. In order to make buy stations more, they're fixing up buy stations. Thank God. Strongholds, alternative campaign experience, robbing rewards of players, be changing. They're adjusting. Okay, AI combatants and strongholds. Great. DMZ, enemy tunings. Awesome. A1 AI, ramp up the difficulty as often steep with some players getting overwhelming. In Season 2, we've introduced a number balance change. So in Season 2, they're introducing a number balance change for types of AI spawning and the number of AI spawning, the accuracy of the AI and at range, and much more. Okay, so I'm assuming, right, if you're a solo, probably weaker AI than you were running duos, weaker AI than you were running trios. Spawn point tunings, improve experience starting points, which will be related without any loot contracts opportunities, best experience. Okay, just fixing that. Mission tuning difficulties, awesome. Crashes, there has been crashes on there. Seasonal refresh, right here it is. All new missions are coming to Season 2, including a refresh of your current faction mission progress and inventory. Your contrabands, weapons, and keys are getting reset. So this is part of the reset. So they did mention it on here. Awesome. I didn't know if they did. We'll be detailing a need to know intel for DMZ ahead of Season 2 in an upcoming blog. More information for you guys. Locations are being the inclusion zones. That'd be great. Multiplayer, audio MP, great. Perk balancing, weapon balancing, hardcore. Hardcore is coming back, guys. Don't worry. Playlists on the return will be the Valentine's Day playlist. Don't know what that looks like. Detailing modes in the coming Season 2, 1 week per month. Infinity Ward will be creating a Twitter poll for fans to vote on one of that week's playlist from rotating pool. Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna either have shoot the ship. Let me know, guys, what you guys are excited about Season 2 in Call of Duty Warzone 2. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.